If you clicked on this video, you might be a vegan, vegetarian, or someone exploring a plant-based diet and are wondering if you need to take any supplements. After all, there are people like Brian Johnson who take 100 plus pills.
Hi, my name is Brian Johnson, and as part of this journey, I take a lot of supplements.
And there's some who don't recommend taking any supplements at all.
Supplements are the biggest fraud.
In this video, I am going to be breaking it all down and simplify the information from the experts. We look at what the science actually says about vegan supplement needs one by one, covering just non-negotiables first and then giving you more options if you do not want to take these as a supplement. Stick around until the end. I will also be sharing some of the extra supplements that I choose to take that might not even be necessary for you, but for full transparency. Vitamin B12. B12 is a non-negotiable for vegans. It's essential for neurological and blood-related issues. Now, if you're like me, you might have been thinking that animals produce B12. Neither plants nor animals produce B12. It's actually made by bacteria, and the animals get it from grazing, but the modern farming means plant-based foods don't have reliable amounts. In fact, according to many studies, both vegans and carnivores are equally prone to being deficient with B12. While some tempeh, seaweed, shiitake mushrooms have vitamin B12 in them in some capacity, in order to be fully covered, you pretty much have two options. Number one, eat B12 fortified foods like plant-based milks, nutritional yeast, and cereals multiple times a day. And this is the approach that I choose to take as of now. And the option two is take a supplement. Experts like Dr. Greger recommends around 50 mcg daily. However, if you're pregnant or particularly deficient, your needs will definitely be more, so check with your doctor. Hey, if you're finding any value from this video, do hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more such content coming out soon. Next up are the omega-3 fatty acids, especially the long chain forms DHA and EPA. Now, DHA is a primary structural fat in the brain and eyes. I'm not going to be boring you with all the details, but essentially it's really important for your cardio, brain, and eye health. In fact, I was personally prescribed to take this for my dry eyes syndrome. Direct sources of EPA and DHA are not readily found in most plant-based diets. While I consume flax seeds, walnuts, chia seeds with my oatmeal pretty much every day, the conversion rates from them are very low, often less than 1% reaching effective levels. So just eating walnuts and flax seeds likely aren't enough for most people. The nutrition authorities often recommend an additional combined daily dose of EPA and DHA near 650 mg. I personally take an algae-based omega-3 supplement to ensure that I get these crucial fats directly. Algae are in fact the original source of omega-3s found in fish, and the algae-based supplements avoid the contaminants sometimes found in fish oil. So this is in fact recommended even for carnivores. Next up, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Let's face it, even if you live in a tropical region with plenty of sun, most of us are busy working indoors and not getting enough midday sun exposure of recommended 30 minutes per day and on a consistent basis. And in fact, if you have more melanin like me, you need more exposure. And if you can get it, definitely continue to do that. But I know I'm busy, tend to not do it on a consistent basis, and the experts often suggest maintaining blood levels above 30 ng per dl. I personally supplement with the vitamin D3 when sun exposure is limited, and I take it on an ongoing basis. This is the brand I take. In case you're curious, I will add the link in the description, but you do not have to get this particular brand. This is the one I chose to go with in case you want to check it out. This particular one also has enough K2 supplements, which is something we will cover in the next point. While B12s, omega-3s, and vitamin Ds are often the main focus, there are other important nutrients vegans should be mindful of. I try to consume 200 grams of dark green leafy vegetables every day, plus 200 to 300 grams of fruits as well as nuts, and mostly consume whole plant-based sources. But definitely, which covers the ground for majority of these multivitamins, but definitely you should look at K2, which like I mentioned, I supplement along with D3, and calcium, which I try to get by consuming a lot of beans, nuts, dried foods, dark leafy vegetables, and selenium selenium from Brazil nuts, and zinc and choline from quinoa, mushrooms, broccoli, tofu. So if you don't consume most of these foods, consider looking into supplementing. These are some of the additional supplements that I personally incorporate. Beyond the supplements with strong scientific consensus for most vegans, I also choose to include a few others in my daily routine. This is based on my lifestyle and what I have found to be beneficial for me. Number one in that is creatine. This supplement is literally the most researched and found to be helpful in most of the studies, and this is primarily found in animal products. It has been researched for its ability to improve exercise performance as well as some mental cognitive benefits. This is particularly helpful if you do high intensity anaerobic activities. Like myself, I do CrossFit, so this helps with my recovery and maintaining the strength and muscle mass. Next up, protein powder. Well, while well-planned vegan diet can meet most people's protein needs, I find protein powder to be a convenient, quick way to boost my protein intake, especially after intense workouts or when I need a fast meal option. It can also provide reassurance for those new to plant-based eating, and there's been multiple studies shown that there is absolutely no harm in supplementing protein if you cannot meet your daily needs. However, try to consume whole sources of protein as much as possible and then only use this as a supplement. Next up is L-glutamine. Now this is an amino acid. This is the supplement I actually use for this. L-glutamine is an amino acid that plays a role in muscle recovery and gut health. While not explicitly listed in the sources as a universally needed vegan supplement, I personally found it helpful for recovery after strenuous exercise. If you're a vegan and if you're constantly sore, this is something that can help you as well. The last one is magnesium glycinate. Magnesium is involved in numerous bodily functions, muscle and nerve functions, and blood sugar regulation, but I personally take it because it helps me relax and fall asleep a little bit quicker. Sometimes I tend to have insomnia. My brain is like constantly stimulated, and then this helps me relax and fall asleep and stay asleep. So definitely consider this if you have a similar problem as me. So all of that being said, it's absolutely crucial to remember that individual nutritional needs vary significantly. Factors like age, activity level, health status, and the specifics of your diet all play a role. The best course of action is always to consult with a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian who can assess your unique needs, recommend appropriate supplements, and suggest relevant blood tests to check your levels of nutrients like vitamin D, B12, iron, and zinc. In fact, if you have a really balanced diet and your diet is all dialed down, you might not even need some of these supplements. But that is for you to personally find out from your blood test. And remember that supplements are meant to complement a healthy, whole food, plant-based diet and not to replace it. So focus on eating a diverse range of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds to obtain the majority of your nutrients. So I hope that wasn't too boring. If you find this video valuable, you will find this other video talking about how to get enough protein as a vegan and the top vegan protein sources. Do check it out, and I will see you in the other video.